Manis, thanks for sitting down with me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Manis, Excite Biotechnologies has been selling your chemical-free inoculants in the U.S. on lentils, peas, beans. You're now approved in Canada. What can you tell us? Why do you think this has been such a huge success, and why is the market looking for this?
Okay, our technology is basically powered by AGPT, which is called Advanced Growth Promoting Technology. If you look at all the last last hundreds of years of inoculation technology or inoculant technology, they are traditional inoculants are believe in outcompeting something. So whatever in your microflora, in your soil, they try to introduce something foreign and try to outcompete what you have. So there is a competition between what you introduced and what's there. And we try, so there's a chance one will win, never both. So that is kind of, we beg to differ from this concept. So we introduced this AGPT technology where we try to invigorate the natural microflora and make a synergy between them. It's kind of 1 + 1 is 3. And that has a really, really good consistency over the performance over all 10 to 12 land-grant universities in the US. And that's catch up, and people know about that. So because of this technology, you can really think about the consistency in the performance, and you can see a return on investment every time you use an inoculant. That is one of the unique features of our inoculation technology, of our inoculants. And we do have one for soybean and one for pea and lentil.
So can you explain a little bit more about the synergy concept?
Okay.
Why is that different than the competing
Okay,
idea?
so if you look at this, in this particular here, I'm just giving you an example here. Say, Shawn, you're sitting in a chair, most probably, I'm taking that's the powerful chair here.
Right.
So if I go and try to take your chair, first reaction you will be try to kick me out.
Right.
Because you're thinking, oh, Manas is trying to take my chair. If I say, okay, that's one way, and it looks like you're stronger than me, so if I'm the inoculant, I have no chance.
Right.
So if I'm inoculant and trying to have impact on that, you are so established there, you'll kick me out, so I have no chance. But if another guy, instead of Manas, if there's another stronger guy than you, he will better chance with you. But whatever happen is, one will win, either the inoculant or the natural microflora.
Right.
And I think that's the concept of traditional all inoculants.
Right.
We think, why we have to do that? Can we not go and say, Shawn, is it possible I can sit near to you?
Right.
Okay? Is it possible I can shake hand to you? So your natural instinct will be, okay, this guy is not trying to take my space. And in natural environment, natural microflora, the same reaction will do that. So rather than try to take their space, I say, is it possible to invigorate those guys and try to make a synergy between those? So that's how it's, two strong individual working together is better than two separate. So that's what this thing's working better.
Gotcha. Okay. That's a good explanation. I like that.
Okay, thank you.
So Excite, instead of having an R&D division, you've got a research and development center set up. What's the difference between the two?
Okay, we call it a IRD, so Innovation, Research and Development.
Okay.
So everybody has. We are saying we are a little bit a different company than anybody else. Everybody is R&D center, R&D section, R&D division. What we have is IRD. IRD means Innovation, Research and Development. If it is not something innovative, if it is not something different, if it is not something unique, Excite Bio will not pursue it. So that's why we say we are so emphasis on the innovation side. So our customers, they will be taking the comfort that if they're using Excite Bio's product, there's something unique about it, something innovative about it. And we give that differentiation point to our customers, dealers and distributors. And they love that.
I've heard you talk before, Manis, about moving from a reactive system to a proactive system. Can you tell me what you mean by that, and why is that important?
Okay, look at that, over the last few years, or last 10, 20 years, if you look at the crop production system, and cost is quite going up. But generally what happens, if you're growing, say I'm just giving an example of canola. You're growing canola, you're growing all of a sudden you see there's a fungal attack. So you spray it. Okay, and what you're trying to do by doing this, you had this 40 bushel crop, you're thinking about it, but now because of the fungal attack, you're going down to 32 bushel or 30 bushel. And now you're putting the fungicide to come up with that 40 bushel. Right. So what you're trying to, just reactive. You reacted because of the disease pressure. Right. And if you look at this, the people are in this agriculture business, especially crop production side, they are thinking, no, why not we start aiming for 45 bushel crop or 50 bushel crop? What we have to do to make it happen?
Right.
Do we need inoculation? Do we need fertilizer? Do we need any other chemicals? Everything what they're thinking about that to get that production. So what they're thinking about is proactively thinking what we have to do to make it better production. So that's way, I think this is the way agriculture is going, and I think that's the way to go.
Well said. Well said. Manis, I understand there's going to be some supply and demand issues for some products come this spring, especially in Western Canada, but certainly throughout North America. Is there anything that Excite can do to help farmers in this going down this path?
Yeah, I think we got registration last year in Canada, so we are relatively new into the market. Obviously, we have a very good product. It's got through the registration of the efficacy registration, safety, and level review from CFIA, Canadian Food Inspection Agency. So we are, and performance is one of the top right now. So what is I'm thinking about? People may not know about us, so there might be a shortage of product in the season. And if that happens, it's our challenge is to make them aware or make the people aware that there is an alternative option, and there's maybe a equal or better option, right, especially in Western Canada. And that's the challenge. But if we get there, we should be able to help these farmers who is trying to use any kind of biologicals or inoculants. Right. We have 2 products in that market, and we should be able to fill that demand. But again, the challenge is, do they know that there is an option?
Right. Manis, thanks again for taking the time to have a chat with me today. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks.